Where's the basketball? Greg Gumbel couldn't recapture it?
No.
He didn't run away, though, like someone I know.
That was during the holiday festival, John, with good reason, with Danny Manning hitting.
Yes. Bucky Waters, your partner that night, coming up with the classic line of being an honor to take a charge from a first-round draft pick.
You know, I know things are tough when you're quoting Bucky Waters. This is very sad.
Getting hurt here.
Dennis Johnson stepped out. And it will be Nick Ball. Darren Day has come on for the first time. So Casey Jones, who has been criticized by some in Boston for not playing his bench, is going to the reserves here in the second quarter.
I think it's to avoid criticism, Marv.
Can't take it anymore. Yeah, right. All right, Newman has stopped. Rojas off the rebound, gets it today. Well, he's got to play the reserve sometime. But they have not seen much daylight. I think he feels pressure as you watch Rojas get it down low to Lewis. Ewing got a piece of it. I think he feels pressure to win almost every game. And even some of the players were critical last year. Kevin McHale came on with us after a game and said on the post-game show he's got to play his guys early. They're not going to be ready down the stretch in playoffs. He's got to get the second stringers in there.
When you talk about the Celtics, you talk about the players. Casey Jones and Ewing with a nice steal.
And that's a goal, Ted. So Wilkins gets credit. And the Knicks now trail 39-31.
Ewing made things happen on this play, and then Wilkins getting in low for the shot, and Lowhouse knocking it away. We'll come back to Casey. Have a long-term contract. No one's paying him big bucks in the terms of what coaches get today, or some of the more visible people get. So he's answering, Marv, as you say, by trying to win as many games as he can, because who can get rid of a guy who wins a lot of games? I think it comes down to that.
Excellent defense by the Knicks, but last touch by Ewing. The shot clock down to 1, and the Celtics will have 5 seconds to attempt the field goal. So Bird will throw it in. Are you saying you think he's correct in not going to the subs?
No, I'm not saying he's correct or incorrect. I'm just stating what I think he's doing.
His point of view.
He's just trying to win.
Nice pass. Wilkins locating Ewing. And the Knicks trail by 6.
That's the running game. That's what the Knicks must do. And Ewing has to be part of it. He's got to therefore be on the floor. Another turnover by Boston. They're getting rattled.
Knicks with Jackson and Wilkins at the guards. Cummings, Ewing, and Newman up front. 4 minutes gone by in the second quarter, and the Celtics by 6, 39-33. Here is Wilkins, and the tip is good. And let's see who will get credit. Ewing was there, as was Newman. Ewing with the field goal. Knicks down by 4. Celtics showed signs of pulling away. They led by as many as 12. And a chant of defense from this capacity crowd, but Johnson was able to beat Wilkins and then called for the offensive foul.
Knicks are playing aggressive, and it's starting with Newman. He has been very physical with Larry Bird. Now Dennis Johnson's going to dribble into a pack of people, come up with the offensive foul. In that case, Mark Jackson got himself in the middle of that play to draw that foul.
Ewing over Parrish, and a hacking foul committed by Robert Parrish. If those who come in off the bench then would have more confidence if they get the playing time during the course of the regular season.
I'll give you the brutal answer now.
All right. And McHale foul. Well, there's one other possibility. Why not have McHale coming off the bench? Well, and start a guy like Lohan.
He was the original 6th man. Well,
here's Ainge from 3. Such problems the Celtics have.
Yeah, they've won 10 out of 11.
Wilkins had a deflected short by Ainge. Johnson stopped by Wilkins, and Walker off the rebound. Knicks 3 on 2. Wilkins will go to the foul line.
McHale was shocked that he didn't get a foul call. He may get a technical if he follows through with this response. Good man.
Celtics by 1. 39-38. Here's the pressure on Gilmore. Aims for McHale. Oh, what a play by McHale. He went a little bit deeper than he would have liked, but still able to put it in off the glass.
He's so mobile.
Boston by 3. 6:15 left in this first half. Ball deflected. Ewing on it. Ewing now guarded by Gilmore.
Oh, you see Ewing bounce into Gilmore and bounce right off.
Walker off the rebound. And the Knicks trail by 1. Ainge had a notion and then changed his mind from three-point range. Now from two-point range, way off. And Bird keeps it alive. Last touch by the Knicks.
Think Gilmore knows the plays, Marv? I think he'll be able to stumble through, huh?
Ainge now 3 out of 7. McHale off balance. 15 for McHale. He's the high point man. And the Celtics have a 3-point lead. McHale is 6 for 8.
Shooting 61% for the season. Remarkable.
And now leads the NBA in that department. Had a nice 13 for 17 last night. Mark Jackson with 9. And the Knicks down by 1. McHale getting down in a hurry, and Cummings has the assignment on Bird. Now Bird lost Walker, so Wilkins had to pick him up, and McHale not able to hit. Here's Gilmore. Strip. And it will be Boston ball. Sidney Green checking back, replacing Pat Cummings.
Sidney Green,
Cummings did not score. And that's a foul on Bird. He shoved Walker.
Well, that's been adding up, too. Newman's been playing him physically. Bird doesn't like to be pawed. No one does, so he's answering back himself.
Bird committing his first. Ewing on a finger roll, beating Gilmore. And the Knicks trail by 1.
Assist Jackson.
Solid second quarter for the Knicks. They did the same against the Nets last night in the first half, and then died in the third quarter. Fast break, 2-on-1. Jackson goes the distance. Oh, what a move by Mark Jackson.
Boy, I want to see that again, and so do the fans. So simple.
Knicks by 1, 46-45. And the Knicks again on a break. Jackson behind the back for Wilkins. And Dennis Johnson, in a rage, he felt that there should have been a charge on Jackson just before they made contact. He got rid of it behind the back. A remarkable pass and play by Mark Jackson.
That's 2 in a row, Marv. They're happening too quick for us to get other looks at them by Mark Jackson.
Timeout called by Boston with 3:56.
Oh, the Knicks with a lot of motion now. Kenny Walker jumping. Ewing gets it. Jackson with a slick crossover dribble. Cleared himself of the opposition. And then the Celtics trying to get it inside. McHale can't hold it. Jackson with a behind-the-back pass to avoid the charging foul. And this is the man you want at the end of those sequences. Gerald Wilkins with a stuff. And Jackson has been spectacular in 20 seconds.
The guards, Bird, Gilmore, and McHale up front. McHale. Another tough shot as Ewing went down, holding the right ankle, and comes hobbling back. Trying to work it off.
Don't know how that happened.
And Ewing goes down again. He was looking for Gilmore for the support. Here's Wilkins. And rebounded by McHale. Bill Cartwright is getting set to check in. Ewing is still hobbling. Celtics.
Hey, he's done a lot too other than that basket in the last few minutes. He's so strong. Patrick Ewing not only limping, but he's got to back away, and he can't push Gilmore. Gilmore is so strong.
Hugh Evans with the call against Boston. That's their 4th team foul. Knicks have only 2. Holding foul on Gilmore. Non-shooting affair. And Knick trainer Mike Saunders checking out Patrick Ewing. Bill Cartwright comes back. Ewing instrumental in this good Knick play in the second quarter. Sits down with 9 points. Jackson from 3. Walker skying. And Johnson fires to aim. McHale. And he was fouled.
Pretty respect when they turn around and see him standing there. And is he boxing out? Well, you don't see big men box out these days, but he's aware of his man at all times. Look at him.
And it will be Boston ball. Celtics by 3. 51-48. The high man for the Celtics is Kevin McHale. He has 21. Bird has 11. Last night, McHale with a big ball game. 31 points at 13 of 17 from the field. Bird in the one-on-one. And Gilmore lost it. Has to be a kick for Gilmore, aside from the fact he's still earning money in the NBA, to put the green and white of the Celtics on after 17 years as a pro. He was a member of one championship team with the ABA Kentucky Colonels, but he's been around.
He is hustling, Marv. I don't recall seeing Artis Gilmore hustle like this.
Ainge off the steal, met on the switch by Walker. Bird very close to the up and down. Now the travel call.
Well, he did the unpardonable. He went up in the air not knowing what he was going to do. The problem with Larry Bird is he can't stay up there long enough. Like Kenny Walker. Whoop, what am I doing? That's a one and only. Probably never see that again from Larry Bird.
Celtics with a 3-point lead. They've led by as many as 12. The Knicks led briefly moments ago. Cartwright in a crowd, got it out. Jackson on the drive. Cartwright able to keep it alive. Coming up on a minute remaining in this first half. Jackson protected it. Able to hit and a foul.
What a play. What a play. Went right into the strength of the Celtics defense, Artis Gilmore. And it didn't stop him. What a move. He circles the wagons here, goes right into him. He knows what's facing him.
Mark Jackson on the line, shooting.
Sensational move by Mark Jackson.
13 for Jackson, making his first appearance at the foul line. So the three-point play has tied the game at 51. 45 seconds remaining in the half. McHale set the pick and then went for the hoop, and Bird was held.
Fouled by Kenny Walker. That's his
Walker,
second personal foul.
called for his second.
And New York's first foul within the last.
And Larry Bird to the line. Bird is 3 for 4 from the foul line. Here's Billy Donovan for Mark Jackson. Jackson 6 for 9 from the field. 14 points in all to lead the Knicks. Larry Bird, the number 2 man at the free throw line. Right behind to go in the half. Cartwright working hard on Gilmore, and the foul is called. Pushing foul. Gilmore commits his third.
What can possibly do in the minutes he got? Boy, if he can do that on a regular basis, is he going to help?
Game is tied at 53. 20 seconds to go in the half. Here's Bird. And Boston by 2. 55-53. Bird has 13. He's hit 5 of 8 from the field. 10 seconds to go in the half. Down to 5. drive. Wilkins back for Donovan. Final seconds.
Wilkins was dying for it back.
So at the half, the ball Ewing over Parrish and rebounded by Ainge. Boston starting with the lineup that started the game. Johnson and Ainge in the backcourt. McHale, Parrish, and Bird up front. Nice fake by Bird, and he has 17.
Boy, if you're 6'7" like Newman is, and you have to face the 6'9" Bird, you better do something special, and I don't know what John Newman can do.
So Boston by 4. Green off the fake. Ainge getting the step and then gave it to Parrish.
You see what such a threat he is, Ainge, from 3-point distance, that Jackson had to run out and guard him, and literally and Ainge just ran by him as he's running out.
Up with 4 unanswered. Minute gone by, third quarter. Five on the 24. Jackson. Green keeping it alive. Good play by Sidney Green, and he has 8 points.
Sidney Green timed that move so well.
Dennis Johnson had some room, and Parrish will get the Celtics the new 24. Newman off the intercept behind the back to Jackson. He tried to go behind the back to Green, broken up by Ainge.
When you go behind the back, as often as Mark Jackson does, you have to be certain that your teammates are aware of what you're doing and the fact that you're going to deliver that ball.
Technical foul has just been called on Dennis Johnson. Celtics come in at 21-9. They've won 4 in a row, 10 of the last 11. Beat the Bullets last night at home. Knicks have lost 3 straight after winning 2 in a row. They are 10-21. Newman is stripped. Ewing on the recovery. And he was hacked, so Ewing, he said there was no excuse for that performance. He said sometimes when he walks on the court, he feels like he's in the movie Sybil, because the Knicks have so many different personalities.
Well, his main point also, Marv, as he told us before the game, is that he wants his players to do things with purpose, which is what they were not doing last night. He felt they were just running around with no particular direction in what they were trying to get done.
Green called on that last foul, and then Green on the steal. Knicks trail by 2. Gerald Wilkins has tied it at 59.
As Mark Jackson piles up the assists.
Unofficially, we have him with 8. And it will be Boston ball. 3 minutes gone by in this third quarter. The Knicks and the Celtics tied at 59. 6 on the shot clock. Ewing jumps out for the block. 3 on 2. Newman from Jackson. Will not count. Offensive foul call. So Newman is called for his 4th, and he is immediately replaced by Walker.
Well, Ewing, so alert, quickly gets out and blocks the shot so that Gerald Wilkins can handle it. Jackson over to Newman. Let's see if Newman charges now. The eyes of the official, he does. Certainly could have gone either way. That's why it's the toughest call in basketball, too, block and charge.
Ewing in a battle with Parrish down low. Now Walker posting Bird. Bird played him so well. Ainge on a pull-up. Boston by 2. 61-59. 9 points for Danny Ainge. Green, he's had some success from outside, which sometimes can be a bad thing.
Right, because I think on that move he was a step or so out of his range.
Mark Jackson for Sidney Green, who blew the layup. And Jackson took a poke in the left eye. Good hustle by Walker. Look out. They'll jump it up. Mark Jackson trying to work on that left eye. He took a shot off the fight for the rebound right here.
Special talent here by Jackson. Holding it to the last possible moment. And 18,000 plus after Jackson gets hit in the eye, wondering how could Sidney Green miss that shot.
And then Green hit him in the eye.
Some thank you, huh?
Boston front line has been doing it throughout the night. McHale with 21, Bird 17, Parrish has 8, 7.5 left. Third quarter, Boston with a 2-point lead. Knicks control the tip. Jackson fires. Yes. Apparently nothing wrong with that left eye. The game tied at 61. Off the steal. Jackson around Johnson. 3-on-1. Ewing from Jackson. And the Knicks take a 63-61 lead.
Boston with the hands, ignites the break. Now watch the moment he gets rid of the pass here. Just at the right time for Ewing to handle it. Parrish wasn't quite there yet.
Ainge had a funny remark the other day. Was asked about all the brawls that he's gotten involved in. Tree Rollins and Darrell Walker, Sidney Moncrief. Here's McHale and a foul call.
Guess you can relate to that, Marv, huh?
No, I was the pusher. When you're the older brother, you intimidate a little, John. Here's Jackson.
I want to make sure that we can use that quote again. It's clear that you are the older brother. I guess something that you fought for years.
Oh, no question about that, John. Knicks by 3, 65-62. Although Steve is much older than he looks. Here is Parrish. Knicks by 1, 65-64. Parrish has 10 points.
Got to remind his teammates he can shoot pretty good too once in a while. McHale and Bird take most of the shots on that front line.
Walker open. And McHale with Wilkins and Walker getting back. Bird. Five and a half to go, third quarter. Celtics led by as many as 12 at one stretch in the first half. Wilkins on a hesitation dribble, and Parrish got a piece of it. The Knicks by 3, 67-64. 12 points for Gerald Wilkins. And away from the ball. Foul called on the Celtics. Danny Crawford working the game with Hugh Evans. Made the call. Offensive foul on Johnson. For Johnson, his second. Bill Cartwright replacing Patrick Ewing. Ewing leaves with 12. He played well. Pat Cummings has also come on. Cartwright fouled by Parrish. For Parrish, number 4. Now the Celtics getting a host of fouls out of that center position. Gilmore came on, played 6 minutes in the first half, committed 3, and now Parrish with number 4.
See, the argument there is that Cartwright, this reminds me of Moses Malone. Knowledge on missed technicals, but the Knicks have to be the leaders in that area of missed tees.
Knicks have been a very poor foul shooting team. Bad pass, Wilkins throwing it into the crowd, so the Celtics take over. Trailing by 3. Walker got a piece of it. Cartwright and Parrish walloping each other as they look for position. Kenny Walker.
It's very important when a center like Cartwright's going through all that work to get the ball, that he does get the ball.
McHale off the follow. And the Celtics trail by 1. Kenny Walker has been way off, only 1 for 6 from the field. Wilkins open. Yes. And the Knicks lead by 3, 69-66.
I think this is where we're seeing the Celtics a little non-aggressive when the Knicks move the ball around the perimeter. The Knicks are finding open men. Celtics cannot play with intensity constantly. This is their starting 5 out here.
And the hold called, both Cartwright and Jackson putting the clamps on Parrish. Cartwright called on the foul as first. Knicks with their 13th foul. Now substitutions. Aaron Day for Boston. That's Billy Donovan checking in now. Dirk Minifield on the floor for the Celtics.
4 of the 5 starters on the Celtics played 20 or more minutes in the first half. Only Parrish, with Gilmore behind him, played less. He played 13 minutes.
And Bird sitting down to get a rest. Rick Carlisle, who also just checked in, is called for the foul on Ainge. So Carlisle with his second, and Ainge will go to Madison Square Garden Network. Foul committed by Minifield. Celtics with their 13th foul, so a non-shooting affair. 3:10 to go in this third quarter. Mark Akers, rookie from Oral Roberts, is back. And Parrish sits down, leads with 10 points, 4 personal fouls. Minifield and Ainge in the backcourt. Day up front with McHale and Akers. Cummings backing McHale. Yes. Knicks lead at 71-68. They've had an outstanding third quarter.
No lulls so far for the Knicks.
Knicks try to trap. On the shot clock. Ainge 71-70. The Knicks lead is 1, so Danny Ainge with 13 points. Carlisle getting the time again against his former mates. Played 10 minutes the other night in Boston. Cummings has been off. Here come the Celtics. Darren Day will not count. Offensive foul on Day. And the Celtics calling for time. About Knicks with a 1-point lead coming up on 2 minutes remaining in this third quarter. Marv Albert, John Andres, Greg Gumbel from the Garden. Down to 10 on the shot clock. And Cartwright manhandled by Akers.
Cartwright ended up after that push in the crowd, literally, and one of the fans stuck out his hand to give him a high five, and Cartwright responded. That was cute, you know.
Just under 2 minutes to go in this third quarter. Jackson with a nice move. And the Knicks lead by 3. 20 points for Mark Jackson.
Has the ability to change the release time based on the arriving defense and make the shot.
Carlisle Played Ainge very well, and it led to that bad pass.
Ainge looking for someone desperately to blame for not being at the end of that pass.
19 turnovers now for the Celtics.
Shows Darren Day.
Knicks with only 10 turnovers. And on the shot clock, Cummings getting position.
Oh. Even McHale at 6'11" couldn't stop that. Cummings' position was so good.
So the Knicks have their biggest lead of the game. 75-70. They're up by 5. Here is Ainge using a pick. 75-72. The Knicks by 3 with 40 seconds to go. Third quarter. Cartwright, yes. Knicks by 5, shooting well. Half minute left in the third.
You believe how the Knicks are contesting everything?
Defense has been down to 15 seconds to go in the third. 10 seconds left. Jackson setting it up off the pick from Cummings. Down to 5. Met by McHale. Yeah, that is it.
I will have a review for him. I can hear him now. Marv, what is a pick and roll?
He had some tough things to say about certain people. Mike Newland in particular.
One of your favorite guys.
Yes, Mike finished up his career as a New York Knick. Down to 3 on the shot clock, and Dennis Johnson able to penetrate. As we get underway here in the fourth quarter, the Knicks lead by 1, 77-76. Front line of Cartwright, Newman, Cummings, Jackson, and Wilkins in the backcourt. Cummings very close to the old up and down. And Cummings gets in, beating the rookie Lojas.
Doing what he does so well, Cummings, getting inside position.
6 points for Cummings. He's hit 3 out of 5 from the field. Knicks by 3. Eight on the shot clock for the Celtics. Sellout crowd here at Madison Square Garden. 19-5-9-1 for the Knicks. Their third sellout of the season. 2 of the 3 the Boston Celtics have provided the opposition. Johnson. And the tip, rebounded by Cartwright. Jackson doing it at Lewis. And here's Wilkins. Air ball taken by Bird. Mark Jackson did have fellow rookie Reggie Lewis at his mercy, but decided to give it up. And the travel on Lojas. Maybe there's a good reason KC doesn't go to the bench.
Bench delivered him 4 points out of 55 in the first half.
Saw that figure. The Celtics with 20 turnovers to the Knicks 10. The Knicks do lead the NBA in the category of forcing turnovers.
22 a game.
Down to 8 on the shot clock. Here's a Knick turnover. Johnson off the steal. Nice feed, and Parrish brings the Celtics within 1. 79-78.
Parrish, a very deceptive runner. Gets down court fast.
12 for Parrish. Ewing getting set to return. Cummings over Lojas. That time stopped.
Bird really gathering up the rebounds now. He's doing the many other things that he can do so well than score.
Bird guarded by Newman, used the pick. Cummings switching off on him. Knicks played him well, and Bird with an air ball taken by Lewis. Reggie Lewis The rookie from Northeastern giving Boston a 1-point lead, 80.
Playing 10 minutes, Cartwright 14. The center position delivered them 15 points, which isn't too bad.
Early fourth quarter, 3 minutes gone by. Reggie Lewis guarded by Gerald Wilkins. Bird trying to find Lojas, but threw it away.
Bird has lapsed into becoming one of the guys in this half. He's not standing out offensively, certainly.
And as Horace turned it over a couple of times. Nice play there by the rookie Lojas. Game even at 80. 8.5 left. And Johnson was held by Jackson.
Bird's giving Lojas a little lecture. He's not happy.
Jackson called on his third. Here comes McHale. And Lojas sits down. Leads with a field goal as Kevin McHale. He's the high man with 26.
Pretty clear when Bird isn't happy. Casey Jones notes it. Lojas is out.
And Ainge is back, so Ainge and Johnson at the guards. Here is Bird, and he has been off. Loose ball foul called on McHale. That is his third foul.
That's his second personal foul. Steve Gunther or Jim McGinnis, please report to the fifth floor security office.
So that's his second personal foul. So 2 on McHale, 4 on Parrish. Johnny Newman. So Johnny Newman has cooled off after that stretch of 19 in a row. Tonight he is 2 for 7 from the field.
Followed by Pat Cummings.
Interesting to see among the many dignitaries here tonight, sports figures, a lot of baseball people, but Larry Costello also introduced before, who at one point had a consecutive shot thing going in the NBA for a long time.
Parrish actually lost the grip and was able to hit. Celtics by 2. Larry Costello, former Syracuse Nat, one-time coach of the Milwaukee Bucks out of Niagara University.
A Purple Eagle.
Ewing close to a travel, and he got a break. That's a goaltend. That looked like it was headed short.
Yes, and that's what the Celtics are arguing. So see another look at it now. It's not even going to hit the rim, but the officials gave Ewing the benefit of the doubt on that, certainly.
Game tied at 82. Bird open.
Something's wrong when he misses that.
Sidney Green, number 44.
Last touch by the Knicks.
Replacing Pat Cummings.
Bird has missed his last 5 from the field. And he is now 6 out of 14. Boston calls for time. 7:13 remaining.
Terre Haute, next time you're down there.
I plan to be there several times on my vacation this summer, guys. Ewing scrapping with Parrish, deflected it out, and last touch by Parrish. Here's Newman beating the Celtics down and foul. Knicks look for the goaltender. They won't get it this time. Johnny Newman to the free throw line.
Bird and McHale cannot believe the way the officials saw that.
Johnny Newman on the line, shooting 2.
So 2 shots for Newman, who is 3 for 3 from the line. You know, Terre Haute is really nice in July.
I bet. Yes, there's a hotel down there which has recreated the Boston Celtics environment totally. It's all Boston Celtics there.
Oh, what a play by Mark Jackson off the rebound following the miss by Newman. The Knicks lead at 84-82. An outstanding night for the rookie Mark Jackson. He now has 22 points along with 10 assists. 6.5 left in the game, and Parrish stripped.
Who are once again playing a lot of minutes.
Knicks and Boston tied at 84. Parrish jumping out and fouled by Ewing. So that is number 4 by Ewing.
See, it's important for the receiver of the pass, Ewing in this case, to feel Parrish is in the direction he wants to go around him and to get in the way. Ewing failed to keep Parrish from jumping out in front.
Ewing picking up Johnson off the switch. Johnson looking for the mismatch. He's found it. McHale. Knicks did provide help on that mismatch. And Wilkins lost it. Oh, what a play by Johnson. Bird with a touch pass to Parrish. And Boston leads by 2, 86-84. Left in the game. Ewing over McHale. And a good play by Green. The Knicks get the new 24. Green. Yes.
He wanted the ball. That's what's interesting. He wanted it. That's a good sign for Sidney Green.
10 points for Green, and the game is tied at 86. 5 minutes remaining. Foul on the Knicks will put them over the limit. 2 free throw misses in a game for Larry Bird. Most unusual. Jackson. Rebound McHale. Knicks trailing by 1, 87-86. Technical foul has been called again against Boston. Danny Crawford. McHale, Marv. Casey Jones. Dennis Johnson were hit. And now McHale. Johnson in a crowd. And he was sandwiched. Foul called on the Knicks. Pushing foul. Boston with a 2-point lead. 4.5 left in the game.
Jim overplayed Gerald Wilkins. He denied the pass to Wilkins by overplaying him. Dennis Johnson.
Newman going to his left and then goes glass to tie it at 89. A pretty move by Johnny Newman. He now has 10 points. And Newman battling, able to jump out to keep it away from Bird. Here's Green. Yes. Sidney Green has hit 4 outside jumpers.
Well, how clear now. The Knicks getting forward play offensively. One from Newman, one from Green there.
Here's McHale dumping it off. Bird not able to hit, but he was fouled. Down to 3.5 left in the game. Mark Jackson playing with 5 has to be careful. 3:20 left in the game. Ewing from Jackson. And the Knicks lead by 2.
Beautifully done by Ewing. No dribble.
And Rick Pitino in a situation where he cannot pull Mark Jackson. Even though he has the 5 fouls. Here is Bird, a 3-point air ball. Wilkins on the pull-up. Yes. The Knicks by 4. 95-91. 2:45 remaining in the game. And a timeout called.
Actually out rebounding their opponents throughout this year.
And Bird has missed his last 6. He's 6 for 15. 1 for 8 in the second half. And a defense from the crowd. Ainge from deep. Way off. Bird kept alive. Oh, what a pass for Parrish. Ewing could not hold on. And the Celtics now down by 2. 95-93. Big bucket for Boston. 2:10 remaining in the game. Newman. Nice pass.
You see how easily he does go around Bird, Newman?
And Sidney Green, who has come on strong, has 14. Johnson got himself trapped, and it is another Celtic turnover with 1:55 remaining of the game, and the Knicks leading by 4.
Not to harp on it, but I might as well. The Knicks forwards are really doing a lot. And that's something they don't get every night, but they sure are now.
Well, Green hitting the outside shot, and after Newman had cooled off, he has come to life. Green on the fake. They now respect the jumper. Oh, he's having an unconscious night. Sidney now going glass off the fake. And the Knicks lead by 6. 99-93. Another Boston turnover. Minute and a half left in the game as Jackson went behind the back on Bird. Now Jackson attempting to play the clock a bit. Wilkins over Parrish. Rebound Wilkins. Knicks by 8. 101-93. Down to a minute left. Here's Ainge battling his way, and a foul call. The ball game. And the foul given by Ainge. That's a non-shooting foul. One more, and the Celtics go over the limit.
Celtics have scored 39 points in the second half. They average 112 a game.
Wilkins looking for help, and they tied him up. The trap between McHale and Johnson. The Celtic downfall tonight began in the second quarter when they were outscored 26-20 by the Knicks.
After that 35-point first quarter, here's Gerald Wilkins getting squashed by McHale and Dennis Johnson.
Knicks call for time. 48 seconds remaining of the game, and they lead it by 7.
Consent of Madison Square Garden Productions isn't prohibited.
Down to 40 seconds left in the game, and the loose ball foul called on Ainge, and that puts Boston over the limit. The Knicks lead by 7. 101-94. 37 seconds remaining. Getting back to the subject of Sidney Green, who has been
for the Boston Celtics.
Bird with a very human-like performance, only 20 points, 6 for 15. Johnson with a 3-point attempt, and swept by Green with 25 seconds remaining. Again, a Boston foul. Sidney Green with 20 points. 3-point attempt. And Parrish nearly threw it over the backboard. Here's Parrish again with 10 seconds to go.
It's 105-96.
105-96 the score. 10-point Knick lead. Ainge from 3. Final seconds. Johnson on the steal, and the basket counts. So the Knicks win it 106-98. And that stops the Knicks losing streak at 3. They're now 11-21. And it stops the Boston win streak at 4. They drop to 21-10. A superb effort by the Knicks down the stretch, and they beat the Celtics 106-98. We'll be